Day by Day Kids Bible, Day 188. A Trick, Jeremiah 41. Now Ishmael was from Ammon, and he had been one of the king's leaders. He took 10 men and went to see Gedaliah, and they ate together. While they were eating, Ishmael killed Gedaliah. Then Ishmael and his men killed all the Jewish people there. They killed men from Babylon who were there too. The next day 80 men came to town. They came to offer gifts to God, but they didn't know what had happened to Gedaliah. Ishmael went out to meet the men. He was crying as he went. He told them, "Come and see Gedaliah." So the men went into the city. Then Ishmael and his men killed them and threw their bodies into a well. But 10 of the men said, "Don't kill us. We can give you wheat and barley. We have oil and honey. We hid it in a field." So Ishmael didn't kill them. Ishmael took the rest of the people from town. He left with them to go to the land of Ammon. Johanan and the other leaders heard what Ishmael had done. They got their men together and went to fight Ishmael. They found him near a big pool. The people that Ishmael had taken saw Johanan. They were glad. They ran over to Johanan. But Ishmael and 8 of his men got away. They ran back to the land of Ammon. Then Johanan took God's people and headed for Egypt. They wanted to get away from Babylon. Babylon's king had chosen Gedaliah and put him in charge. Now Ishmael had killed Gedaliah, so people were scared of what Babylon's king might do. Rock in a hole. Jeremiah 41:17, 42, 1 through 17, and 43. Johanan and the people stopped near Bethlehem. They went to see Jeremiah. "Please listen to us," they said. "Pray to God for all of us. There were many of us. Now there are only a few of us. Ask God to tell us where to go. Ask Him to tell us what to do." "I hear you," said Jeremiah. "I'll pray to God. I'll tell you everything God says." "We promise to do whatever God says," they said. "It may sound good to us, or it may sound bad, but we'll obey God." 10 days later, God spoke to Jeremiah. So Jeremiah called all the people together. God gave Jeremiah this message for the people: "Stay in this land. Then I'll build you up. I won't tear you down. I'm sad about the trouble I sent you. Don't be afraid of Babylon's king. I'm with you. I'll save you from him. He will give your land back to you." "What if you say that you won't stay in this land?" "That would not be obeying God," said Jeremiah. "What if you say that you'll go live in Egypt?" Jeremiah told the people what God said he'd do then. "If you go to Egypt, war will come to Egypt. Food won't grow there. You'll die there. Anyone who goes there to live will die. No one will get away." Johanan and the leaders were proud. They said, "You're telling lies. God didn't say we shouldn't go to Egypt. You're just trying to give us to Babylon. You'll let them kill us. You might take us away to their land." So Johanan and the people did not obey God. They went to Egypt. They made Jeremiah and Baruch go with them. In Egypt, God spoke to Jeremiah. "Get some big rocks," said God. "Dig into the clay in the road by the king's palace. Put the rocks in the hole and then cover them up. Be sure my people are watching. Then tell them this: I, the God of Israel, will send for the king of Babylon. I'll put his throne right over these rocks. His tent will be right here. He will fight Egypt. He will kill some people. He will take some people to Babylon. He will burn down the idols' worship houses. Then he will go home, not hurt at all." The wives and their idols. Jeremiah 44, 1 through 7, 15 through 30. There were Jews living in other parts of Egypt. God spoke to Jeremiah about them. "You saw the trouble I gave to the towns of Judah," said God. "The people made me angry by worshiping idols. I told the people, 'Don't worship idols,' but they didn't listen. That's why the towns are piles of sticks and stones. Now why bring the same trouble to yourselves?" asked God. "Why make me angry?" Now the people knew that their wives worship idols. Some of the women were even there to hear Jeremiah. It was a big group. But the people said, "We won't listen to this. We'll worship the Queen of Heaven like we did in Judah. We had plenty of food then. We had no trouble. But we stopped worshiping the Queen of Heaven. Then we had trouble. People died in fights. People died of hunger. The woman said, "We worship the Queen of Heaven. Our husbands knew about it. They didn't stop us." Then Jeremiah said, "Didn't God know what you were doing?" At last he couldn't stand it anymore. "That's why your land is a desert now. It's all because you turned against God. You didn't obey him. You didn't obey his laws. That's why trouble came. So go ahead, worship idols. But God promised this: no Jewish people in Egypt will call on his name again. God is going to bring them trouble, not good. Then you'll know if God's word or theirs will come true. Here's the sign that I say is true, says God. I gave your king Zedekiah to Babylon. Now I'm going to give the king of Egypt to his enemies."